Last Thursday, we suggested that Anna Soubry, our Soap Suds presenter, might have the makings of a soap star herself.
Well, as always, our mailbag has been full with your suggestions. Here with the details is the lady herself. Over to you, Anna.
Thank you, Judy and Richard, and hello again. At this very moment, ITV is giving details of its latest Australian soap. It's been bought to beat the Beebs' neighbours. An exclusive preview in a few minutes. But first, I suppose I should thank you for your suggestions after last week's Soap Suds about which character I should play. It's a ridiculous idea. Thanks to the wonders of modern TV, your suggestions can become reality. Barbara Bowles from Nottingham thinks I should resurrect Elsie Tanner, despite the fact that she's old enough to be my mother. The producer of This Morning agreed with Mrs. A. Hanks of Manchester, who says I have a lot in common with Vinegar Vera from Prisoner's Cell Block H. Thanks a lot. Mrs. Peters from Clwyd has a much nicer role for me as Pam Ewing, and adds I've had enough Soap Suds to do without another shower scene. Ugh. I wouldn't mind playing Anne from EastEnders, though, as she's currently out of the country in Spain. And, darling, I'm rather partial to gin. Thanks, Jessie Wilson, for that idea from Blair Gowrie in Perthshire. Well, at least no one suggested that I play Mrs. Mangle. Frankly, the parts I could play are determined by my ability, or lack of it, to mimic their voices, like Dopey Daw from Prisoner. Honestly, I can't help being so stupid, but my lack of brain does make the storylines even more ludicrous. And you've all heard my Mavis Riley impersonation, and it's not very good. But my favourite is Mrs. Mac, that miserable bat from Take the Haywood with the acid tongue and hatchet face. Looks like Mrs. Thatcher, actually. Anyway, enough of this. Any soap worth its carbolic has at least one meeting place. For most, it's a watering hole. Take EastEnders. The Vic provides a huge set where all the cast can meet. It's the public venue for celebrations. Gossip and verbal blows are exchanged with full dramatic effect, thanks to the drinking audience. The camera can dart from one storyline to the next, yet never move from the set. A pub is a must for soap scriptwriters and TV technicians. Other EastEnders meeting places are the Cafe and the Laundrette.
Driving lessons. I'll take you out tonight if you like. There's nothing better to do.
What's the cover then? Been doing a spot of hassling up King's Cross, have we?
I thought it was you that went in for that sort of thing.
Listen, Donna, if you think you've got any more chances of Wixie, or Ian for that matter of fact, you're in for a big shock. So why don't you just clear off and give us all a break, eh?
You know, you always were a spiteful little tart. I see nothing's changed.
Huh?
My God, Ian was right. Now, this fancy pants, then. Where'd you got mine for all that lot?
I don't know, probably rolled some guy's wallet in the back of the car. Did you clock that eye makeup? 2 half-dead spiders drowning in a glass of sour milk.
Meow. Now, in Emmerdale Farm, the wool pack is at the heart of Beckendale drama. In Neighbours, it's the waterhole, and of course they have Daphne's coffee bar. Like EastEnders, the pub, the Rover's Return, is the focal point of Coronation Street action, and of course there's the Cafe. And Rita's Cabin is more than a newsagent's, and Al's shop is more than the supplier of balm cakes. They are vital dramatic tools. Now, Take the High Road doesn't have a pub or bar, because in real Highland life, bars still suffer from the hangover of days gone by when they were strictly restricted to men indulging in a spot of serious drinking. But Isabel's shop is a good meeting place, as is the church. Fiona's Hotel, by the way, is not used socially by the locals, unlike Bunny's Restaurant, where the entire cast of young doctors has more than a quick barbie at least 5 times a week. Have you noticed there's no meeting place in Brookside apart from the close itself? Bad news for the scriptwriters, I would have thought. Any public celebrations are confined to those poky little houses. Well, still with watering holes, in Richmond Hill, the local bar is as vital to the show as the outrageous plot. If you haven't caught ITV's latest offering from Down Under, it's on at 2 this afternoon and has more ham than a pig farm, not least in Connie, who serves in the bar, but whose biggest problem is her unfortunate skin condition.
Yeah, don't we all? But tonight, I'm really going to unwind. I'm going to a nightclub with Steve.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it will be. Do you want to come?
No, I want to go home and see if Warren got around to visiting Marty. He said he would.
You really miss not having your kid at home, don't you?
Heaps.
At least you've got a husband to go home to. I've got no one anymore. Not even a cat.
Was that bad, or was that bad? Well, ITV has another new soap from Down Under, Home and Away. It will be shown 5 times a week at 5:15, except in the central region, where it will be screened at 6:30. Home and Away begins on Monday, February the 13th, but I have an exclusive preview. Nina, I guarantee a diet of Home and Away will make you lose another 2 stones, because you'll laugh your jugs off. Cheerio.
I went into town this morning. Had a word with your father. Do you like to tell me why you've suddenly gone into the business of blackmail?
What are you
you come from? You're a nice dog, aren't you?
Look, if we feed that creature, we're never going to get rid of it.
He doesn't want to go away. He's still outside.
Yeah, I know he's still outside. That's why we're not going to feed him. He'll still be there tomorrow.
What's wrong with that?
Because we are not going to keep a dog. Now, how many times do I have to say it? No.
We're all giggling away over here. If you've got any comment on or reaction to anything you've seen in the soaps, and there are plenty of them, then Anna would be delighted to hear from you. The address to write to is Soap Suds, P.O. Box 400, Liverpool, L69, 3NP.
But now, it's welcome to Nina Mishkoff, columnist, New Faces talent judge.